We can use the ls command to view the list of files and directories present in a directory. If we just write ls without any options or arguments, then it will display the names of all directories and files present in a current working directory. So these are the files and directories present in a current working directory. We can see that directories and files are displayed in different colors. Directories are in blue, regular files in white, executables in green, and link files in this light blue. This color distinction is not available in all distributions by default. So if it is not there in your terminal, you can write now if you want to display each file and directory on a separate line, you can use the -1 option. We can see that the files are sorted on their names. Here also we have files sorted on names. We have first column, then second column, then third column, and so on. To display the files in reverse order, we can use the -R option. Now, by default, this ls displays files and directories in a current directory. If a directory is given as argument, files and directories in that directory are shown. So this ls command can take a directory name or directory path name as argument. Now suppose we want to see the contents of this directory dir a. And we can write. So these are the contents of this directory dir a. This way we can list files in any directory without first having to change to the directory. The path name that we provide can be absolute or relative path name. Let's provide absolute path name. So these are the files and directories present in etc directory. We can provide more than one directories also. So here we can see the contents of directories dir a and dir b. There are some files that are not displayed by the basic ls command. A file whose first character is the dot or this period character is a hidden file. Linux system uses hidden files to store configuration information. The hidden files are not shown in the ls output. To view the hidden files, we have to use the -A option. Here A stands for all. So this option displays all the files including the hidden ones also. So now we can see these two hidden files .filex and .filey. So this option displays both hidden files and normal files, and it also shows the current directory and the parent directory. The single dot denotes the current directory and this double dot denote the parent directory. If we want to show the hidden files but not the current directory and parent directory, then we can use option -A. So now these two directories are not shown. If we use the -F option, then a special character will be added to indicate file type. So it flags directories with a /, executables with an asterisk, symbolic links with this @ sign, and ordinary files are not appended with any character. So we can distinguish between file types using this option. If we use this -R option, then it will recursively display all the subdirectories and files present in the directory. Here this R stands for recursive. The next option that we are going to see is most important and is used very often. Till now we have been displaying only names of the contained files and directories. If we want to display some additional information, we can use the long listing format of the ls command. For that, we need to use the -L option. In this format, each directory and file is displayed on a single line. Now, along with the file name, the listing shows some more useful information. The first line shows the total number of blocks occupied by the files in the directory. So total 48 blocks are occupied by these files on the disk. Now the first character represents the file type. It is D for directory and dash for ordinary file. And there are some other characters also for other types of files. After the first character, the next 9 characters display the permissions of the file. We'll learn about permissions later in this course. Now this number represents the number of links of the file. We'll learn about links also later in this course. For a directory, this number indicates the number of directories present inside it. And this number includes the two special directories, single dot and double dot. This column shows the owner of the file. This is the username of the user who created this file. Next column represents the group of the file. Next we have file size in bytes. And next column shows the date and time when this file was modified last time. And finally, we have the name of the file or the directory. So we have seen different options that can be used with the ls command. We can use more than one options with this command. So here we use -a for listing hidden files also, -r for listing files in reverse order, and -l for long listing. We can use these options in any order. Result will be the same. So we can write -r, -l, -a, and the result is the same. We can combine these options by specifying all of them after a single dash. So we can write this command as -rla. Again, the order is not important. Let's add the -f option also. So this way we can combine different options. We have seen that the -l option shows us details of the files and directories located inside the directory that is specified as argument. So here we are seeing the details of all the files and directories present inside directory dir A. If we want to see the details of the directory itself instead of the files contained in it, then we can use the -d option along with this -l option. So if we want to see details of this directory dir A, like its owner, group, permissions and all, then we'll write so now the details of directory dir A are displayed. Without this -d option, the details of contents of directory dir A are displayed. So when you use -l option, you get the details of directory's contents, and when you use -ld option, you get the details of the directory itself. You can use the ls command with -l option to see the details of a file. For example, suppose you want to see the details of file named file1 in directory dir A. We can write. So we get the details of this file, file1. You can specify more than one file names also. So we get the details of all these 3 files. By default, the output of ls command is ordered based on file name. We can order the files based on different attributes. This -d option orders files by modification times. Newest first. If we want the oldest first, we can use the -r option to reverse the sorting. So now we have oldest first. -S option orders files by their size. Biggest first. Again, if we want the smallest first, we can use the -r option to reverse the sorting. So now we have smallest first. This -h option lists file sizes in human readable form. So now here we have 4K instead of the number 4096. This dash I option displays the index number of each file. This dash N option lists user ID and group ID instead of username and group name.